Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm talking about the handles that I run on all my setups. On all of my big bait or even some of my conventional setups, I run aftermarket handles that give me way more margin of error for my fingers slipping off the handles whenever a fish bites when you go to set the hook. I like running way bigger handles too, just give you more cranking power, and it is just way easier to hold on to. And they look way cooler. So I'm gonna go over what I use, what I like and don't like about certain different brands, and then I'm gonna show you a budget version of using some DRT knobs on a Gomexus handle just to make your reels look cooler and function better without dropping $250. So I'm gonna sit down and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got the card table set up outside. The wind is blowing 30 miles an hour, but I've got the wind muff on, so hopefully it's not too bad. The reel we're gonna be putting the handle on today is this Shimano Bantam MGL from 2018 that my friend Lewis's dad, when he was in Japan, bought at a Tackleberry for a whopping $97 for this beautiful, barely used reel. The MSRP on is $350. The handle we got, not sponsored at all by any of these companies, by the way, in this video. This is a Gomexus, one of the aluminum ones with the actual good handle with the flat knobs. Then we got some DRT varial knobs. These are the Slim J knobs in the navy color. I will talk about where I get all this stuff from and be installing this on this reel today. First, I'm going to show a few of my other setups and what I have on them with the handles and explain if I like the handle or not. It's only a couple. So first we have my Calcutta DC200. This is a silver Gomexus handle right here, and it came originally with the cork knobs, and I put the flat knob insert on here and then put the purple DRT Slim J knobs on there. Now these knobs usually go on this setup, which is my Coastal with the purple drag star, but I just switched them around. These flat knobs usually go in here, but I've got a set of white fat J knobs from DRT going on this reel soon. Those will be here soon. But again, that's the same handle as the silver one and is the same as the one that's right here on the Coastal. Then for a handle I don't absolutely love, I love these knobs right here. These are a different company's flat knobs, but this handle being the carbon one by Gomexus, it does have quite a bit of give and bend to it. You guys can see that right there. So this handle I don't like as much, and it's the solid one that's carbon. It's real thin. I much prefer this handle that is got absolutely no give. As you see right there, it barely flexes. I'm pulling really hard. I saw some comments saying this one is trash and flexes a lot. I think it's a really good handle. It really has never flexed. The only one flexes whenever you hook a big fish. This one does not. And this is my Antares. On here, I've just got the lime slim knobs, same as the purple ones and the navy ones that I have right here. So the reason I'm making this video is just so you guys can have what, like I said in the intro, is a better looking reel and a better functioning reel with these nice handles on it without dropping the money on a varial handle. I hope to one day own varial handles instead of doing this, but that is a lot of money, and maybe down the line I'll get there. But as you guys know, a varial handle, I think they come out at around $180 to $220 MSRP, but you could never find them for that. So you can find them on some JDM websites for around 200 bucks, but then you have to pay incredibly tough shipping prices with the new tax on import system. So buying them is basically the price of buying a new reel, and for most people that is not in their budget. So being able to buy a handle like this for $60 and some knobs like this for $20 to $40 and not having to pay incredible shipping and being able to get almost the same result is definitely the way to go. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do. So first we have to take the normal handle off of this Bantam. This is, I think, is a 90 or 95 millimeter handle, which I think is a little bit small, especially for I'm going to be using this reel, maybe for small glides, maybe for frogs. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to angle the camera down so you guys can see more of what's going on the table compared to me. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to get this handle taken off. So as you guys can see, here we have the reel. I just have a set of these little screwdrivers. First thing you do is that little screw right there. Unscrew it, set it aside. Then this plastic piece that is the nut cover, it just comes right off. Then I'd already loosened this one, but usually you need a wrench to take this nut off, or pliers. But mine, like I said, I loosened it in preparation, so I just take it right off. So this is the nut, just comes right off, right like that. Then you've got the handle, and what I like to do at this point is I grab the drag star and hold it down to make sure none of that comes off. Then you'll take the handle itself off, and sometimes there's that little plastic piece on the back side of the handle like that. I just put that back on there because it lines up good with the drag star right there. And then you can just sit the reel down for now. You take your handle, there's a better look at it. The flat knobs, the aluminum cutout like I said. The flex test, it barely moves. Then all the parts you need are inside the bottom part here. So I just open it up like this and drop everything out. You've got the tool, you've got the little washers, and you've got the nuts. So, because this is a right-handed reel, in this bag here, there's an R on this nut, as you can see right there maybe. What you have to do now is you make sure, so the drag star's got that little gap in it. You don't want that. You gotta line it back up and push it, and it will slide back down, there it goes, into its slot. Then you want to grab your other hand and hold it down so you have a lot of the shaft of the reel exposed. And then if you bought the right size handle, it should just go right on like that, and then you can see the shaft is in there. You grab the nut, get it started on there with your hand, and then use the tool. And what I do is I tighten it pretty good, just like that. And now you've just got the handle as is. And now I run several reels with just these flat knobs. I really like them for soft baits, but if you're gonna be using this reel for moving baits or for glides, I like to have a more even and circular knob on there. So I am taking these flat knobs off today and putting on the Varial slim knobs. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that real quick. So whenever you have the flat knobs like this, all you have to do is take the same tool you got with the handle and unscrew these ends here. Just like that. And you don't have to take this entire insert off. You're just taking the knob off. So here, as you see, if you just take the end part off, then you just pull it off and you leave this insert right here. You don't take this off. So then you just have your knob. Then here's the pack of Varial knobs. These I just bought from the Tackle Shack in Texas's website. They have some in stock still. I think they're $40. You can find them for $20 on other websites, like on Buyee. I just bought a pack of white ones for $20, but then there's $20 of shipping. And this was just from Gomex's website. This is the slim J knob, and I know the fat J knobs also do this, and I'm not 100%. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you've tried this. I think DRT flat knobs also would fit on this, but I'm not 100% sure. So then you just slide this back on. It fits on there perfectly, just like the flat knobs. Then that's how the end looks. And the MK1 wheels that you need for a Varial handle to put it on there, you do not need. You just need the same end piece that you just took off of the other side. Sit it in there. It doesn't line up 100%, but then all you do is you just tighten it. So it's not going to be 100% flush. There's going to be a little insert or a little like lip on the edge of the rubber right there, but it does actually screw into the insert. So it spins perfectly fine. It's not going to come off. It's perfectly on there, but that is basically how you do it. So I'm going to do it for the other one real quick. So I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to speed it up and show you guys in full motion how that works. So there you have it. Shimano Bantam, Gomex's handle, DRT knobs. Now I know I'm gonna get some comments saying just buy a Varial handle, and like I explained earlier, when I can afford them, I will buy one. But without having to spend $200 or more with shipping, because most of the time you're gonna have to buy them from Japan. I know you could buy them for decent deals on Swimbait Universe or Swimbait Underground, but for most people, it's easier to just go online and buy something, so this was just a pretty easy solution for getting a good-looking handle in your reel. But like I said, there's that size difference in the original handle versus the new one, and then the size of the knobs. So right there, that's all it is. And I think that makes that reel look so much better. It's so much nicer to fish with having that big handle. It makes it smoother, it really does, with the double bearing in the grip right there. So let me know what rod you guys think I should get for this. I was thinking about buying the Homeless Fisherman rod series. I know he's coming out with his own brand, so I think that'd be cool to get one of those eventually when that comes out in the next month or so to pair up with this. And then whatever that rod's made for, I think Noe said it's going to be used for a lot of different things, so I think using this reel for that would be great. Super happy to get this reel for such a good deal. Let me know if you guys have any other questions down below. Like I said, I love this handle, and I don't absolutely love the carbon one because of how much it can flex, but it is still a good option. I do know that the insert that you need is the flat knob one because it comes with that end cap. If you buy the big circle ones that they sell, the end cap does not fit on these knobs. So you have to get that exact flat knob handle or you can buy the flat knobs themselves with these inserts on their website too. Like I said, not sponsored, but I just wanted to share this because I have it on a lot of my reels. I know I get quite a few questions about it. So for $100 or less, you can get a reel that looks just like that instead of spending $200+. So that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said, let me know any questions you guys have. I'm happy to help. Thank you guys for staying to the end, and thank you guys for watching.